What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black with ch.80, long face, skinny body. We are back, still black, with some more Boruto anime, manga content. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop into the business. Yes, sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make 1 chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Okay, so the format and the plans for this video was already set in stone. This is going to be a piggyback off of not my last video, but the previous video before that, in terms of basically Boruto chapter 81 being a few weeks away at the time of actually recording that other video, but we know it's like literally just over a week away right now. But this is supposed to be the follow-up video. In the midst of everything that happened, I never actually got a chance to record the things I wanted to say, even though it's not going to be that much. And then we had Boruto's new time skip design leak, and everything just went out the window at that point. So, but now we officially here. I got the recording down, and we're getting things active. We're getting things started. Now, one of the things I mentioned in the previous video that I wanted to piggyback off of into this recording today is in the pretense of flashbacks occurring throughout Boruto chapter 81. Now, a lot of the things I talked about or touched on in that other video revolved around, you know, the approaches that we can see plausible. I wanted to say possible and plausible at the same time, but then I was thinking about feasible. 3 different words, one meaning. Yes, sir, my vocabulary is up there. But anyways, all of these feasible scenarios that can occur in terms of the approach for Boruto chapter 81, whether it be picking up right where we left off, entering into the time skip by the end of the chapter, whether it be having a mini time skip, meaning a couple days, a couple weeks, or a couple months after the things that happen in Boruto chapter 80, and then ending off the chapter into the time skip, or what most people would expect or believe to occur, entering into the time skip of Boruto chapter 81 and taking the story from there. Now, that being the most popular scenario and the most likely and more realistic scenario that I see possible, that's really what I wanted to focus on and just bring to y'all's attention today, which is the whole point of this video, in terms of Boruto chapter 81 giving us flashbacks about or in regards to Omnipotence, Ada, and Boruto chapter 80. So a lot of the things that have occurred, or a lot of the things that can possibly answer questions when we undergo the events of chapter 81, where we might ask, well, how did that end up like that, or how did such end up like such? And then they give us flashbacks throughout the chapter to explain such situations or things that are actually occurring throughout chapter 81. So one of the main things I wanted to touch on with all of that being said would be the stance of the Hidden Leaf Village, right? So I definitely want to see flashbacks going back into approximately right after Boruto leaving the village, approximately everybody being hit with that shock value of, bro, Naruto just died. What do you mean Naruto just died? Well, okay, hold on, what's going on? Hinata's not here. What do you mean Boruto's the cause? Whoa, what do you mean? What's the name? Everything that basically we seen that we got shocked for within the last 4 chapters that occurred to Boruto, everybody's placing that type of trauma onto Kawaki. So like, what do you mean? Boruto just did this, Boruto just did that. Hold on. So you're telling me on top of all of this, Sasuke is with the man too? It's just so much combobulation and dysfunction going on right now. It's gonna be hard for me to believe that they don't give us some type of village reaction about how everybody took in the information, especially figures like Sakura, right? Especially figures like Shikamaru. Sasuke? Are they going to be big brain enough to think, okay, Sasuke is doing something? It's probably something that's going on the level that him and Naruto can only understand, because at the end of the day, within the last 16 years, they've been the only niggas we've been relying on, right? But only him and Naruto can understand. It has to be a reason, even though if I can't see it, I believe that it's enough hope for Sasuke that someone's going to be able to believe that, despite the history, obviously fodder and basic nobodies, NPCs are going to be like, yeah, that's the same nigga that was on an emo trope back in the 4th grade ninja. Lock him up. They should have been locked him up. RIP to my nigga A. What are you talking about? So it's going to be some haters on Sasuke, but it's going to be some people on some brick brain like, man, Sasuke, I already know Naruto done punched senses into this man one too many times. Let me really think what's going down. Like Sasuke? Like it's gonna be something going down. So I really want to see the state of affairs. I want to see how the world processes or develops or decides to move forward with a dead Naruto, right? So how does the village actually, go about its daily tasks? What is Himawari doing? Is she hell-bent on training for a specific reason in terms of like, yeah, I'm gonna off this nigga Boruto. Next time I see him, it's his head. You tell mans, next time I see him, that's his head, fam. Is she gonna be on that type of time? Is she gonna be on some big brother Kawaki, make me stronger, I want to help you, I want to support you? We know prior to the Omnipotence, one of the main things on Himawari's mind was, I want to support Boruto, but do I want to upset my mother? Her mother is supposedly dead. Boruto is out the village, you know what I'm saying? Now, in her mind, that's Kawaki, so it's really her and her brother versus the world. So what is Himawari's state of affairs? We already touched up on Shikadai Team 10. Shikadai looked very heartbroken when he looked Boruto in the eyes, and it made it much more impactful because we know truthfully how Boruto and Shikadai are actually best friends, but Shikadai is looking at it as, Kawaki, man, I really made that effort to like take my time to talk to you, let you know, like, bro, despite all of the stuff going on, forget what everybody in the village is saying. Like, at the end of the day, we here with you. You on Boruto's team, so you my guy. Boruto's my best friend. You basically my guy. You cool with him, I'm cool with you. So Kawaki is really like breaking hearts out here. So when we see Shikadai look at Boruto in his eyes, you see the pain right there, my guy. Like he's gonna drop a nasty diss track. No courses, all bars. So it's gonna be real crazy once we get a little bit more explanations on the state of affairs in that regards. And then of course you already know, save the best for last, Sarada and Sumire. What is going down right there? Is she on Renaissance record? I can't get that word right. Is she doing, I'm gonna just say the short version, is she doing recon? Is she doing some type of under the waters, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes ninja type of mission, ninja type of play, trying to break down the whole thing with Kawaki? Does she have more people on board other than Sumire? Did she find some way to miraculously convince Damon, who some way miraculously convinced Himawari, who some way miraculously trained within the last 3 to 4 years, all just to put Kawaki's face in the dirt? I would love that outcome scenario. Absolutely 100%. So there's a whole lot of flashbacks they could definitely bless us with. And then with all of that being said, mind y'all, I have not even left the freaking village, right? I haven't even left the village. How does the world perceive Naruto's death, right? What is Boruto and Sasuke, right? The man's name is on the whole title. I'm barely talking about him. What are they doing, right? So when we touch up on them, how are they going to give us flashbacks? What did Boruto and Sasuke do right after? Did they possibly go to Ryuchi Cave? Did they go to some type of Snake Sage region? We know Ada's omnipotence, Ada's eyes isn't going to be an issue after the promise she made to Boruto at the end of the last chapter. So it's free game in the rest of the ninja world, aside from being in the land of fire, more so inside of Konoha, because that's when Ada's going to start looking for these niggas, and it's on site at that point. Did Boruto and Sasuke decide to settle down on? Just based off of Boruto's time skip design, we know them niggas was in the trenches, nearly there, because dudes in the trenches, they either get fly just to get by, or you know what I'm saying, or they get fly and sell the high. So if you get it, you get it. But basically, Boruto's dripped out, and there's only 2 reasons for that. He's just that much more of a like, yeah, man, I done put in so much work, my clothes raggedy, let's get fly one time. Next time I see Kawaki, he's gonna be hating on my strength and the way I look. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, I look better than him, I smell better than him, I dress better than him, everything about me is better than him. Fuck is you talking about? So Boruto's gonna really have to come with that type of timing if that's what we're gonna be talking about, or he's really just wasting mad bread on clothes just to look fly for no reason. Ways. All of that being said, what was Boruto and Sasuke directly up to right after chapter 80? What did Ada do directly after chapter 80? Did she go right to Sarada as Boruto asked her to do so and apologize, and then also thank Sarada for whatever she did to convince Sasuke to help Boruto? Does Ada eventually come to terms or talk to Sarada about the fact that, wait, how are you able to help? Whoa, you're supposed to be under the Omni. What's going on here, right? So that should be a light bulb. That should click once Ada goes to apologize. A whole lot of things they could touch on in that. And then finally, last but not least, in terms of everything that's just open-ended, right? In terms of everything that needs to be directly addressed, the last thing, Code and his Ten Tails army. What did he do at the end of chapter 80? We saw him and Kawaki standing up, declaring their declarations. We know for Boruto's sake, if it takes 3 years to get strong, that's his case. Boruto and Sasuke are traveling and training. We just want to see the how and the not. Like, how did they do it? What did they do? And like how's it going down? With Kawaki and Code, What is the why are they waiting? Boruto needs to get stronger. What's your excuse? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kawaki, you can't find Boruto. Okay, that's one thing. Go out and look for the man. You shouldn't be chilling in the village. Code, what are you doing, bro? You got damn near 2,000. It should be even more because it took you a couple days to make 1,000, but you should have damn near 2,000, damn near 3, damn near 4, 10,000 soldiers at your disposal if you just out here chilling and not making no moves. So it's going to be real interesting to see what they even decide to do about my guy Code. But definitely chapter 81. I'm not going to say they're going to give us a flood of things because I basically just gave y'all a whole entire movie plot right now. But they're going to touch up on these things. And I believe these are the things that are going to get explained throughout the chapter or slowly as we progress in the time skip and ultimately to make the story unfold in a much more beautiful way and where everything connects and everything starts to make sense. But I'm really excited for chapter 81 all in all, man. And I'm really excited. I'm excited for the time skip, but I'm more so excited to see like the development that got them to wherever we about to see them at. You know what I'm saying? The development that got them there. How did Sarada decide to train with her Mangekyo Sharingan? You know, all of these crazy ass things, man. All of these crazy things, man. And then you already know the snake, the myth, the legend. You know what I'm saying? Or should I say the man, the myth, the legend? Amado, right? What's going down with him and his daughter? You know, shout out to Delta Airlines, the only airlines I'ma fly to the day I die. So many questions and not enough answers. But at the end of the day, the excitement and hype is definitely there. It's your boy Black ch.80. Let me know what y'all believe and how do y'all feel flashbacks, if quote unquote they were to occur in chapter 81, how should they explain the events of the Omnipotence and the things that occurred in chapter 80? It's your boy Black ch. Holla at your boy. I'm holla at y'all. Black ch. Yes sir. Ski.
We take a trip to the sky, show them that our limits too high. Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said